So we are going to launch this channel with a beautiful problem from geometry. That is, given 2 points and a line, what is the shortest path from the first point to the second point that touches this line? Now, just for the sake of convenience, I'm going to name these objects as such. And let's begin by observing that there are many different paths from point A to point B that touch this line. For example, you could have something like this. This is one path. You could have something like this. This is another path. And you could also have something like this. The question is, which of these paths, there are many such paths, which of these is the shortest? Or in other words, which is the point on this line L that minimizes the length of the path from A to B? So let's just take a moment to appreciate what a delightful setting this is for us to exercise our creativity. Because there's no formula here that will save us. We will have to use our imagination. What's crazy here is that we don't even know where to begin. We have no conjecture. Is this the shortest path? Could it be this one? Or could it be that one? Or is the shortest path not even drawn here? Or are all of them the same length? The thing is, we don't know. And we will have to come up with an argument to find the answer. So, to do so, we are going to use a beautiful idea from geometry called reflection. That is, they are going to reflect the point B about the line L such the line. And we are going to name this point B line, the reflection of P. And I want you to notice that every path from A to B has a corresponding path from A to B prime. For example, the first path that we drew, this one, which are named P1, has the corresponding path from A to B prime. And similarly, the path P2 has this corresponding path, and the path P3 has this corresponding path. And what we want to notice here is that these corresponding paths have the same length. You see why that is? It's because of the reflection. And by that I mean that the path P1 from A to B has the exact same length as the path from A to B prime. The task of finding the shortest path from A to B has been reduced to finding the shortest path from A to B prime. And that is actually very simple. It is just a straight line, such. So we discover that it is this point here that minimizes the length of the path from A to B. So the path that we were in search of is this right here. And we have solved the problem. Isn't it just unbelievable what we've just done? I mean, B prime. Where the hell did B prime come from? You wanted to get from A to B. It's like saying that I wanted to seduce a woman named Lara. But in order to do that, mathematics tells me that I must first seduce a sister, Tara. I mean, that's just terrible. But we must remember that mathematics has no morality. And on that note, let's end the first video.